movie is terrible. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome to another review. Well, the summer movie's already started, and I'm kind of late on reviewing some of the movies, plus a few movies that I've missed out on during March and April, but we will get to those eventually. But alright, so summer movie season starts, so I'd say the first film I review of the summer season is Iron Man 3, the third installment of the Iron Man series. And so I guess before I talk about the film, I should talk about what I thought of the first two movies, okay? So here we go. Iron Man 1, I liked it. I thought it was a really good action-packed comedy adventure. I liked how it connected. It's the first to connect with the Avengers movie. Iron Man 2. Everybody kind of hates the sequel, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good follow-up to the film. And then the Avengers. The Avengers, I, of course, have already reviewed, and I say it's one of the best movies ever of last year, and probably of all time, because it's like the best crossover movie. But now we get to Iron Man 3, and what did I think of it? It was kind of a mixed bag. And I mean that, like, in terms of its tone and its overall, the film. I think, like, let me just explain the plot. So, it starts off with a flashback of, like, Christmas time. Yeah, the whole thing is Christmas related, the whole movie. So, Tony Stark, bumps into a guy who's gonna meet him on the roof, and he fucks up and decides not to, because he hangs out with this other chick. So we cut to the present, and apparently Iron Man is having, sort of Vietnam-style flashbacks and post-traumatic stress because of the wormhole in the Avengers when he threw the rocket in and so on. And he's been having a lot of stress, and that's causing him to become a little freaked out or whatever. So then all of a sudden comes in the Mandarin, who's this terrorist guy, and he is blowing up people, he's killing people, and he's got this new creative source, which is like creating people into lava people, essentially. So it's kind of like an army of Human Torches. And, so Iron Man has to try to combat him, and realizing he's killing a ton of people, he says, "You know what, I dare you to come to my place right now." And he gives him his address, which I don't know why he would do that. That's kind of confusing and kind of stupid. So anyway, also he's, built some new suits. He's built this kind of suit that kind of attaches to his body, so he's kind of like got magnetic fields that he injects into himself. And he comes up with a suit that makes him do that. So, and he's got a bunch of other suits. So anyway, he also creates robotic, like he's able to control them by robotics, so they're able to walk around on their own, and it's actually pretty impressive. And he also says he's finally trying to get together a lot more with Pepper Potts, played by Gwyneth Paltrow. And so all of a sudden, the Mandarin comes in and blows up his whole base. I'm like, whoa, okay, that was kind of cool. And what follows in the next 45 minutes of the movie is just him with his suit in a garage with this kid. And the kid's fine. I like the chemistry between him and the kid. I think it's really good. But the 45 minutes take place in this little town that looks like something out of a Christmas movie. Again, it's Christmas themed. And so Tony Stark fixes up his Iron Man suit and goes back into action to fight the Mandarin, who might not actually turn out to what he's supposed to be, which is the twist that everybody seemed to be pissed off about. And so he and Iron Patriot, used to be War Machine, and like a bajillion Iron Mans go in and like fight off these lava people, and it's a spectacular, it's a fun, exciting, yet a little too much of sort of the action, and a little too much was put in. And so Iron Man defeats the Mandarin and makes up with Pepper, and there's some post-credit scene where he has anger management with the Hulk, Bruce Banner. And yeah, there's no connection to the next Avengers or whatever. So anyway, what did I think about it? Again, I find it a very mixed bag of a combination of a comedy, drama, and action, and you know, if for a mixed bag, it's good. It's mindless summer entertainment. But as a follow-up to Iron Man 1 and 2, it doesn't really float my boat at all. I was expecting this one, like, the trailers essentially lied. They said it's gonna be the darkest, and the Mandarin's gonna be this big threat that Iron Man has to fight, and it's kind of, like, I mean, I didn't mind who really was the Mandarin when it was revealed, and I thought that was cool, but it's just, I honestly would have preferred the wizard cloaked with the rings or whatever in the comics. But what did I like about this movie? I did like the humor, I did like the action, although I'll get to what the action is. I did like it, essentially. The comedy was good, the chemistry between characters was good, Iron Man and the boy were really spectacular. I did like how Pepper Potts becomes sort of a hero, essentially. She puts on the Iron Man costume and she becomes one of these lava people. The villains, okay, so I think it's Guy Pearce who's the Mandarin. I didn't really care for him. I thought the actual real Mandarin was a lot more intimidating. And then the guy who plays War Machine / Iron Patriot, I thought that was cool, but here's something I would have minded that they did in the movie, because in the comics, Iron Patriot is actually Norman Osborn, who is the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man series. I just wish they could have fit the Spider-Man, especially the new Spider-Man movies, in with the other Marvel movies, because there's been talk about Spider-Man and Wolverine coming into the next Avengers, which I think would be spectacular to see, because during the Avengers, it's the whole battle's in New York, and I just expect John Jameson saying, "Where's Parker? Get him to give me some pictures of Spider-Man and this shit going on in New York." That's what I expected, and that didn't happen. But anyway, I'm off topic with, Iron Man 3, so, the things I liked, but then there's a couple things I didn't like. Honestly, the Guy Pearce Mandarin was kind of boring, kind of a dull villain, kind of like that guy from Men in Black 3, sort of on that scale. One thing that kind of bugged me about it is that it didn't feel like a sequel to Iron Man. Believe it or not, it felt like the Iron Man Christmas special. It's like something they'd air on TV during the holidays, and I wouldn't be surprised if they actually aired this during Christmas. But it was so Christmassy. I mean, I know, are they trying to make it look like Batman Returns? Well, here's the thing, Batman Returns worked because they made it darker and it didn't become silly Christmas shit. This, it just does not work. I'm sorry, but, I'm trying to think what else I just didn't like. I didn't like the fact that there was really not much Iron Man as in the last two. I was really expecting a lot more Iron Man. I mean, he's there when he's there, and it's fantastic, but it's more about the Tony Stark story, but I think for mindless entertainment, we don't care about Tony Stark. We want to see Iron Man going, bish, bish, bish. You know, like, we don't necessarily, like, I mean, obviously they want to make it more of a character-driven story, and I get where they're going, but I just wanted to see more Iron Man. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, back to the Christmas thing very quickly. It got so Christmassy that I was expecting the Mandarin, when he's making his speeches about destroying the world or whatever, I was expecting him to say, "Once I destroy the world, I will destroy Christmas!" And it honestly felt like that to me, and I don't know, I don't like the idea it was Christmas. The other thing that kind of bugged me, I thought it was cool, were the end credits, because they make it sort of flashy style, comic book style panels and everything, and I wouldn't have minded that, except there's this music going on in the soundtrack, which sounds like a combination of the 1960s Batman theme and Go-Go Power Rangers. I was literally, when watching it, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed the credits, but I was literally going, na 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 na, Iron Man, go 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 go, Iron Man, and it was so cheesy. It was so kind of, But anyway, I digress. So overall, the movie, I'd say it's mindless, entertaining fun. If you like, you know, that kind of stuff, like something like Batman Forever, where it's just wild, fun summer entertainment, you're gonna enjoy it. And so for that, it's mindless entertainment, so for that I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. But for a follow-up to the first two Iron Mans, in this case it's a fucking Christmas special, it really is kind of the weakest of the Iron Man trilogy. I'm sure they're going to make more, but I'm going to call it the Iron Man trilogy. It's the weakest, and usually, I've noticed that with a lot of films, is that usually in a trilogy, the third one's the one that suffers the most. And I'm going to come off topic here, but, like, for example, there's a lot of third movies that are actually really, really good, and I really enjoy it, and most of them have to deal with the big, epic battle that just blows everybody away. Which makes some of that, especially, like, Return of the King. That's fantastic. That had the best battles yet in any movie I've seen. The Pirates of the Caribbean films. I love the third one. I know a lot of people hate the third one. I love the third one because there's that huge pirate ship battle. I was expecting, like, all the fleets to go in and just shoot cannons and stuff, but with the Dutchman and the Black Pearl kind of spiraling around, right? I really liked that. And I did like how the fourth one took a step downwards where it was a smaller story rather than a big, making themselves bigger. And that's another thing about Iron Man 3. They really tried, especially with the ending with all the Iron Mans flying around and shit, I felt it was a little too much. I honestly felt it was way overboard, and I actually had a headache, because I saw this in 3D and I had a major headache afterwards. It just felt like they were really trying to top the Avengers, and I mean, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should top the Avengers, because the Avengers is essentially the big movie, and nothing can top it. If you're gonna make a separate superhero movie after the Avengers, maybe tone it down a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, because that's what we expect. And this, it was cool to see all the flying Iron Mans. I thought was really impressive, but it was a little too much, in my opinion. So overall, you know, the film as mindless summer entertainment, I give it a 7. For a follow-up to the Iron Man series, it's about a 5 out of 10. So, no hard feelings, but that's where it is. So, that's my review of Iron Man 3. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be more reviews in the future. I'm planning to do a few more reviews, especially of some of the movies I missed. And I'm definitely going to review those as soon as possible. So, yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Take care.